Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Yeah, Vagrant, yeah. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, and Interrogate is inside of me, so that's fun. We're here in the rain. We're waiting till 7 PM for our red check thing to finish, and we're going to have a word with this...
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
This old en français man, René Arnaud. We found his guard booth, and we found a photo of him with somebody. I also need to... So I'm still messing around things with my mic, right? We've talked about this a lot in the last few episodes. I now have a pop filter on it, and the pop filter is gigantic. It is humongous. My God, it's a big puffy thing, and it's kind of blocking half my screen. So I just had to just gonna make a couple of little adjustments. We're gonna rotate you down, you cheeky little devil, and then push you up a little bit, you cheeky little devil. Oh God, I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to be able to see the screen. Yeah, hopefully that's okay. You can still, if I sit up, hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, that looks professional YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna call that done. René, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Aww.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why are you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man who would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
Man's man.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the coffee's doing that, buddy.
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
It's not wrong. Like, if you've got a camera on the outside of your house, it doesn't matter if the camera doesn't work, as long as there's a camera there.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Everyone gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die, there's no middle ground. René's but one man and we need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market, keep folks motivated. René should rent out his services, invest a profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my size thing too. Probably held on. Oh god. I don't like any of these answers. Right, let's look at what they're each saying. That's bigging up Everett, which I don't love. The idea of big guys looking after the small is how it should be, though. That's winning so far. It's the only one I've clicked on, but still. Such dependency weakens a man further. Do or die, there's no middle ground. That seems a little excessive. René is but one man. We need a program to get all the elderly back in the job market, which is a horrible idea, which I deeply hate. Like, France right now is rioting because they're trying to boost the retirement age by 2 years. And they're like, no, we're having a massive, massive, massive protest. René should rent out his services. I'm just going to go this one.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. The Keeps my senses sharp.
Okay, yet another task done. Chucking down this list like it's no... I don't know how you get there. Can I break through the door? Now, what I want to do was see if I've got anything for composure, because I'm pretty sure that I do, if I remember correctly. I need to sneeze very badly, but I now have a mute thing, so if I feel it approaching, I will be swapping to mute. So if I disappear, it's because I'm sneezing uncontrollably. Also, I've got a killer headache, so it's going to be a quiet day.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol levels.
It's a lack of magnesium.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it sideways.
Maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already, and the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
I need to become a magnesium-based life form.
Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system. Just remember, it's not the alcohol. Buy more of that too. Alcohol is not the problem.
I'm sober now, electrochemistry. You need to back off, buddy.
And it's certainly not the dextroamphetamine, nor smoking for 40 years. It's the lack of magnesium and excess of coffee. You should stop drinking coffee. It wreaks havoc on your gastrointestinal system.
Okay, magnesium-based life form. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. That's maybe one for the future. Let's give this composer a go.
Of snow always reminds me of...
As Rene turns from you to his partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
I've had quite a lot of luck with the rolls lately, I will admit. How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun. A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle. It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in suzerain's armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty, in service of King Frizzle I. A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below. The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the Revolution.
Great de Bravo and the setting sun. Did you get them for...
For bravery.
That's what I was going to... Not for killing babies or raping women?
I'm sure, but I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies.
It really wasn't. Just asking.
Honor is everything to me.
Okay, buddy.
Whoa. Sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man will literally talk your ear off if you let him wander off to memory lane.
Go on then, buddy. What did you get the medals for?
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
Nice.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious.
This is good. We're trying to kill time till 7 o'clock, so... Talk away, Rene. Talk away, Rene. Talk away, Rene.
King Frizzle thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest. Alas, the young Drisong was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camel.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisong marched us against the partisans in Coron. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a blood path. Blood path?
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw.
Damn.
Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
He pats his right thigh.
It's painful to even think about. Hang on to the story. Veterans get sentimental after such retellings. This might yield something useful.
I don't see how Volition, but you never know. Okay, this, by the way, every time I see Volition, it makes me think of the Mouth of Sauron. Yeah, the helmet's very similar. What did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
The Bane of Horses.
That's a hell of a title.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
That's no dink, that's a fighter. I'd give up. Can't imagine living without my jaw. This would never happen to Johnny Law jaw. My jaw is tight. I've been through worse. That's no dink, that's a fighter.
So I grabbed the dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jealous freak convinced Frissel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Love a billowing breast. Sounds like you're being modest, Rene.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drisong. 2 days later that was. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Hold on, you're just a little bit proud of Rene's heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not to me.
Doesn't sound like it.
How did you find the story to be, officer?
I mean, the story is impressive. I like the first half of that sentence. I don't like the second half of that sentence. That's a little bit MAGA for my liking. I'm not impressed. All those heroics and where is he now? That's also terrible. I'm going to not express an opinion, which is unlike me, but let's do it.
Bon Dieu. You and Gaston must be related. His blood runs yellow too.
Bah.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't hand this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Really bloody. That's gotta be close. 13 minutes.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for the story, Renee.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Eversholians. Men with backbone.
Oh, yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I can't tell if he's being facetious or not. I really can't tell.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
No, thank you, buddy.
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own.
Oh, it's
Impress
it's a
this
red
old
check. I can't do anything. Ah, that's one for the future. Right, okay. I need to kill 15 minutes. How? I don't know. So many of these I cannot do. So many. Right, I'm gonna go wake up the dock worker. Composure challenging. Annette. Annette? I never know if my might checks are ones I can actually do, you know?
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Now, did I just put composure in? Isn't that what I just did? Where am I? What am I doing with my life? Yeah, I did. Alright, sweet. That kind of worked out very well.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Okay, Annette, I'm going to deduce something. We must have had this white check, by the way, for 20 plus hours, 24, 25 hours. Something like that. We talked to Annette, I think, in the very first episode. So I think this has probably been here for 26 hours. Let's go.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
We're doing really well on these checks. I've looked out a little bit. I know the odds were good that I was going to get that one right, but I've got the last 4 or 5, I think it is, in a row. The game's going to punish me soon. Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them.
That's unusual.
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Yes.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
You want more? Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Okay, number 1 is definitely leaning on me. You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you. Yep. Rats have been nibbling on your fingers. Child labour in dismal working conditions. Maybe not. Chewed on nails means you're recycling your body material. Maybe not. It's an intense dedication to the way of business. There are no riches without personal sacrifice. I think we'll be going for the first one.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the number 1 detective in town.
It was okay, sir.
She's still got a rebellious streak.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You think so? Fine. Do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
Thank you.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Wait, how do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
I'm also sad and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
She looks you in the eye, a gleam of sympathy upon her face.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar.
Frickin'
Somehow.
spring? Frickin' spring? This is like early March if it's early spring. What's going on?
There's something you're missing.
Okay, well, I think with white checks you always get 5 XP, basically, which isn't much, admittedly, but we learn about the world, and that has value. Suggestion. Can we do much for suggestion? Suggestion is currently 0. Yep. Right, let's have a little peek-a-rooney. If I was suggestion, where would I be? So I'm going to put those back on. If I was suggestion, where would I be? Minus. It's not looking good, folks. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. +1. +1, baby. +1, baby. Now I have 7 babies, only 6 to go. Ba-ba-ba. Is that my only thing? Okay, that's my only thing. Okay. Well, it's not a red check. We can give it a good old college try.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
The game is being so good to me. I don't know. It's going to start like failing me on 90% pluses. It did fail me on a 97%. It's worth noting. Just to point that out there. So it failed me on a 97%, and now it's like making it up to me, basically. Hang on, you know me, we've met before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
She sways back and forth on her feet.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Thank you.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Electrochemistry, I swear to God, I'm going to take you outside. Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Okay, thank you.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Bye. Yay, we did it.
The precarious world. How not to lose. It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
I like that. It's funny. That's quite inspiring in its own way. Like, there's something about being very self-possessed that it's a good thing. It's a positive, and I feel I'm quite a self-possessed person. Actually, I'm an aggressively self-possessed person, actually, probably to a fault. The idea that, you know, you can ever fail or fight is appealing because people want to think that they have to fight to survive, and people want to think that they're tough and that they are warriors and all this kind of nonsense. But none of us have enemies, really. Like, other than as a class, unless it's Clade, and like the upper class is maybe an enemy in a more metaphorical sense. We don't really have, nobody really has an enemy. It's not, you know, it's not the 1800s, for God's sake. And yet it still inspires. Bonuses, what do we get for this? Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. I don't know what that means. Critical success and what on earth does that mean? I'm going to Google it. I'm a little confused. Little confused. Right, so Disco Elysium, the precarious world. Critical success and failure sounds to me like if you roll a double 6 or you roll a double 1, but then how would you lower that by 1? What does that mean? Like, I think I understand that, but... Oh, wait, this isn't good. Right, okay. It's actually, I think this is actually a negative. Basically, so if you roll a double 6, you succeed no matter what, right? Even if, right, so how it's working is obviously, let's say I need 15 to pass a check and I've got 2 in that stat. In theory, if I roll a double 6, that would not be enough. I'd hit 14 where I need 15, right? But because it's a double 6, you pass automatically anyway. I don't think I've rolled a single double 6 in the entire game. And likewise, if you roll a double 1, it doesn't matter if you've got enough. Like, we had enough for the autopsy one, and we rolled a double 1, so we failed regardless. even though we had enough numbers. What this does is it makes it so that it's a 1 and a 2 is enough for failure, and a 6 and a 5 is enough for automatic success. And I don't think that's a good thing. I think we'll be unlearning this one. Oh, it takes a skill point to do, though. I don't want to burn a skill point on it. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, that has doubled the chance of an automatic failure. How's that positive? that's not good. I mean, obviously it can be a positive, but the chances aren't fantastic. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we have to go talk to the lass in the room. Yeah, I don't love that one. Must be said. I can't do anything here yet, can I? No. But hey, that's fine. We're gonna fail things. Things are gonna be a disaster every now and again. That's kind of part of the charm of the game in a way, like that lack of control, you know. Now, let's go back in here. We need to dress empathetically. I need to look as empathetic as possible. Big sad eyes. I think I've only got one empathy thing. I think I'm already wearing it, aren't I? Yeah, I think that's it. Can I put my regular stuff back on then? The shoes are wrong. Oh no, empathy shoes. Empathy shoes. Wait, that means I'm wearing a minus empathy. Yes, the shirt. God, shirts are angry in general. Okay, empathy +2. I don't think there's any other negatives there, is there? No, I don't think I can get any other positives either. No. Alright then, let's give this a go. Hello, detective. Hello, woman.
She looks up, too anxious to say anything.
83%. Huh.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Mom, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mejon, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
I can't imagine what it's like receiving that news. Your husband, Victor Mejon, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, Mom.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, man.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It's still early to say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head. Let's just go with that.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet. We'll let you know when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. She nods and slowly wipes away her tears. Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
It burns like acid. Unreal.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression. I tend to trust... if it's anyone other than electrochemistry, I tend to trust them.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
Sorry, I muted and then I unmuted a tiny bit too fast. He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, Mom.
We should step outside and talk.
Yes. Man. Let's chat, kits.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. Nod, what now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
It's close then.
Let's go.
Right. What was I doing for Everard? I've kind of forgotten. But hey, yet another task on our done list. Not a happy task, but a task all the same. Oh, the signatures. Okay. All right. Let's go lie to Everard. Basically, that's the idea. I think we're gonna try the lie. Maybe he'll love the way I lie. I don't know the song well enough to actually do any of the music from it, but just assume that I was doing the song and that it was brilliant, and you're all very moved right now. I wish I could fast travel more. Sometimes you really do have to do so much walking in this game. A little mo cardio. I mean, it's a journey and a half to get to Everard, isn't it? It really is. Give me an hour. I think there's got to be a better way than what I'm doing. I go through here and then round and down and blah, 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 blah. It's a pain in the ass. But the way to find out would be to work backwards from Everard, so... Same old, same old. We'll see what we can do. It's nice in the snow, at least. I didn't level up, did I? No. Everard! Everard, Everard, Everard. Bloody hell. Never coming in here again, you hear me? It's too much freaking work. Give me my gun back. Right, I'm gonna lie. Let's just see how it goes. I can't imagine this not going exceptionally well.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
I mailed the signatures you asked me to go.
No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone and everything that happens in this town, and I know there's no letter in that mailbox yet. Just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done. By all means, Harry.
No, Everard, no. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. I can interact.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Ooh.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
92%. Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not the perfect solution, but...
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
Try to find a loophole in the deal.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
What are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
See, that's not okay. Look, Kim. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, he'll already be gone.
Everard's people could be watching you here. Okay, I got a bonus for my for one of the skills I took. Okay, so we need to go somewhere sneaky, and then we're gonna mail it. We're gonna forge the signatures. That's what we're gonna bloody do. Alright, I'll be pop. So I think we probably maybe wanna. You heard me. I think we probably maybe want to go to the hotel room or something like that. Just somewhere a little bit sneakier. So how am I doing on this? Quite a ways to go, yeah. Kinda wanna maybe do... Oh, wait. What's this do again?
A rusting control panel. The crane does not no screech of metal.
Ah. I wanted to move the rich guy. A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Bzz, like that, in case you were curious. Bzz. Now you know what a buzz sounds like. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you don't. Yeah, this is the world we live in. I haven't got there yet. I'm curious how I get into the roof. Oh, wait, no, I must have done, right? Isn't that the exit from the little pig shack? Pig shack, baby pig shack. That's how I got up there in the first place. I mean, we had to jump over to get our jacket, right? Okay, we need to go to the hotel anyway, because we need to talk to Klaus J. So let's do just that. We're going to go into our room, we're going to forge the documents, and then we'll talk to Klaus. And that'll progress the main story a little bit as well, which we have ignored. Oh, actually, you know what time it is. You know, this place is popping, the lights are on, you know what time it is.
Hey, was there something you needed?
God, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Why do you even have the PA system? No one's going to use it.
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client, I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use paid my bills?
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me. The tape for Smallest Church in Saint-Ouen.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Right, here we go, ready to rock out to the smallest church. What is it going to use?
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
It's a red check.
Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke. Put your lips against the microphone. Look, I'm scared to do anything because it's a red check. What if I mess up? All right, let's obviously, first thing we need to do is boost our drama as much as we possibly can. Which is something, thankfully, we're actually quite good at. So I want the bow tie on. Boop. And let's see what else we've got here. Who is feeling dramatic? I'm feeling dramatic. There we go. It's +3 drama. Am I going to talk to Kim? I'm trying to think about how any of these could hurt me. You know what I mean? Nah, mean. Okay, that's +4 drama. Oh, I can wear that one. Oh, yeah, I mean, a leather jacket. That's the way to rock it. I look amazing.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous?
Damn right, I'm dangerous.
You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
Okay.
The stage is all... You feel a little...
So, are you ready?
83%.
Now? Let me know when I should.
Oh, I'm scared. It's a red check. Red check scared me. And I don't want to save scum on this game. I've been not save scumming the entire way, so I'm not going to start doing it now. I'm not going to do anything else, just in case it screws up with it. 83%, baby. Don't fail me now. We've been so good all day. Don't fail me now.
The air is thick with anticipation.
Oh, I'm even more nervous after that last thing we got.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to mute myself. Bear with me.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there. The smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
It was beautiful. That was incredible. I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns, though it was once larger. How the rill may rest there, down through the mist there, towards the Seven Sisters, towards those pale cliffs there. And I would often stay there in the tiny yard there. I have been I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you are alone. None of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
Okay, let's have. Right, it was the ancient reptilian brain. You could hear the voice was the reptilian brain that we have when that speaks to us overnight. I want to dedicate this song to whoever wrote me that fucking letter. I still love you. Thank you very much, arsehole. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner Kim Kitsuragi. Aw, that's cute. I'd like to dedicate this song to Gart for letting me sing it. It's all shit, Gart. I'd like to dedicate this song to the RCM. Please don't fire me. I don't want to dedicate this song to anyone. Performed this for myself. Kitsuragi, of course.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile before turning away.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
Evening will come. We will sow the white sail. Sow the white sail. Workers of the world unite. Thank you, Martinez. Leave enigmatically. Well, that was cute. And we leveled up. Do I want to level anything in particular? My temptation towards Wumpty Dom Center is still pretty huge. I just don't know. I don't know if I want... Let's have a look at my checks. We've not been putting points into skills for a while. Are any of these that I care about, though? Oh, Kim Katsuragi, logic, formidable. What's my logic by default? It's pretty high. Right, well, let's change our clothing back, first of all, actually. So I need that back on. Got my gloves still on. I need those on. We need a better jacket. Where's my logic jacket? And I think that's my lot. Yep, okay. So logic is 7 by default. Actually, wait. If it's 7 by default, can I not?
Yes?
Oh, I need to put a point in to get there. I mean, we could, but do I really want 8? Is it worth putting the point in for the sake of that? I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's have a look what else we got. It's so annoying to scroll this bloody thing. Empathy. She's gone. So we actually... Again, this is a problem. This one we literally cannot do. She is no longer there. She has left. Volition. We can do volition. It's a lot of physical instrument ones. Suggestion. Oh, yeah, the window. No, not that window. The other window. What's volition? What's volition at? 4. Yeah, go on then. Screw it. There's a window over here that I think is perception based.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Interesting that it mentions the mysterious door, because maybe this has something to do with getting into the secret part of the place. Also, I want to point out that that's 92%, even though I am literally wearing like I'm wearing minus perception stuff, and it's still incredibly high. I'm gonna swap those out. I've got something else that's minus perception as well. What was it? What was it? Hat? The hat. Just change that for a second. We may as well make it as good as possible, right? And wear a sexy hat at the same time.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Ooh!
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thanks, Theo.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Alright. I wonder what doors it opens.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there.
I would like to point out, by the way, that was definitely the door I was going to go open.
It's worth a try.
Anyone know why it was hanging outside?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Okay, and let's change back yet again. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk? Good bonking. I feel well bonked. Yeah, well bonked. Cool. Right, let's go check this door out. It's yet another task, by the way, that I'm... Look at this. Look at this. And that one is done, actually. Just go talk to Idiot Doomsparrow. Okay, let's just try this out. I'm very curious about this.
The heavy steel door. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Uncover the secrets hidden within.
The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Quite excited. Here we go. Oh. Okay. The pinball says Franco-Nigerian. The theme is of horses and swords. This pinball is white Diora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. A note. NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. We've got a little thing there. We've got 5 quid. Bingo, bango. As they say. And a pinball machine that I can't actually see.
Over there, in the corner.
Pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
It's lit. Are we back in the early 90s?
Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Because it's the 90s. Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
You played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, great.
What's up, buddy?
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Okay, we should check everything first. Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Assumedly with his mountain goats in tow, inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
I love that. That's so nonsensical. It's exactly the kind of thing that you'd have a pinball machine about.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
I never really got into pinball myself. I used to play, those of you who are off an age will remember in the 90s on like Windows. God, it might have been before Windows XP. What was before Windows XP? Was NT before? Windows 2000, I think, was before. Windows 98? We used to play Windows 98 for sure. Windows 98. And it's a pinball game that came installed on Windows back then. And it was really good, actually. I spent a lot of time on that pinball game. And my dad used to play pinball. I remember there was, we had a little yard. We used to live in a council flat in this really rough part of Preston. And the little yard outside, this tiny little slab of concrete that passed as our back garden. I mean, there was like 20 people who lived with us anyway. There was this old, utterly destroyed pinball machine that everyone used to say, oh, we're going to fix her up one day, we're going to fix her up, we're going to get her playing again. And nobody got her playing again. Of course they bloody didn't.
Areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
All right. Gonna put a quid in.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
That's what they call me.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Wait, what kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
I mean, that's a pretty common thing. We romanticize early exploration quite a lot, but it was loaded with racism, to say the least.
An avid huntsman, too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That's not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids, too. Sometimes pets. hateful little man. But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Come on, goats, you and me, buddy, we can do this.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something blasts. An ampoule? The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
What the hell's going on?
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I'm going to give up for now. But we're going to come back to that. We're going to put some points in reaction speed. We're going to say that top one.
I've been wondering the same.
There goes nothing, finger boy.
I guess I assume I can play again, right?
The machine is dead.
No! No! Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, that's sad.
The machine is dead.
Oh, game. I just figured I'd just play next time.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and play.
I mean, look, the chances are I was not going to succeed an 8% chance anyway, but I'm very sad about what just happened. Run your finger across the dust of the white deodorant machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white deodorant?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
I'm gonna Google what I wanna know what happens if you succeed, because we're never gonna succeed.
He doesn't.
How about we fight with some of these bad boys and play?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist pinball.
I wonder if I'd played the pinball in the main room and got better at it, it would have boosted my reaction speed there. Interesting.
What a dumb name. Royalist pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
What about the other one? I assumed that, look, I've never had one where I wasn't able to go back in and do the check. I'm sure they do exist, but that was the first one I can remember seeing. Should have just gave it a go, because I mean I could have rolled a 6 and a 6 and a 6 and a 5, you know? What? Sorry, it just randomly got this random review. I was Googling for this, and it says, Disco Elysium, the final cut, the worst way to enjoy this game. What? Why? What? Doesn't it just have... I don't understand. What about the other one? The Franco-Nigerian ball?
No.
Okay. Wait, no! No, I'm an idiot! I did it again! For God's sake, Vagrant, you dumb... That one I knew I wouldn't even get back. Like, I thought about it before I clicked it, because of course... Man! Twice in 1
small
minute.
Elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Ah!
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your
nougat.
head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
I really messed up there several times.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads, Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
Maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
That's why I like you, Kim. You're an optimist.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Wonder what the elevator was for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Obviously, we're going to do that, but we're going to do that in the next video. Very exciting still. I know I'm deeply upset right now. Also, I'm going to heal. It's annoying me. I'm deeply upset right now, but... Actually, I could have failed the red check, and that would have healed me as well. Man! What a disastrous 5 minutes. But hey, we sang karaoke and we rocked it. That matters more than anything else. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers much of as always. Bye-bye.